Welcome to the CFG Gamecast, episode number 146, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on Fridays and release it on podcast services like Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, and so much more. So show us some love. Give us a follow, a like, a comment, what have you on any podcast services out there, or go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davies Green, and with me today are my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. What is going on, my cyborg?
Oh, not too much this week, really. Just kind of, doctor's appointments and things like that, and taking the girls to appointments. And, yesterday I got to play full night of Dead by Daylight. It was delightful. I haven't really played a lot of Dead by Daylight lately, and the new Wesker is out, as we were talking before we started stream. I played one Resident Evil on my own. I have watched Resident Evil been played by several other people, and I've watched the remakes. I haven't seen the whole series as a whole. So when Wesker came out, I was like, oh, okay. But
you don't seem like you have an infatuation of Resident Evil, just in general. Even if it wasn't about zombies, you just seem like you weren't really a big fan of the.
I didn't watch Walking Dead. I was already, by the time Walking Dead came out, I was so over zombies. I think it has to do because I played on a roller derby team here locally in Las Vegas called Sin City Roller Girls, and we had 3 home teams at the time, and I was on the zombie team, the Hoover Damned, and so I dressed up as a zombie, and I was kind of zombied out by the time, I was really able to not be in college, working my butt off and never sleeping to have time to play games. Like Resident Evil was already a thing at that point. So I was like, I feel like I lost on the boat. But I played the most recent one and I enjoyed it. But yeah, when Wesker came out, I was just kind of like, whatever. So
you should, there's a great comprehensive YouTube video that goes over the whole storyline of Resident Evil. I knew I wouldn't play it, so I watched it. I'll shoot that your way. It was great. It's fantastic. So like that kind of seeing Wesker, I was like, oh, that's awesome. You know what I mean? So
Oh, I agree.
But Resident Evil is like something that, like, I think Resident Evil has evolved from just being a zombie game, though. Yeah. I mean, nowadays, Resident Evil is well beyond. It's not even zombies whatsoever anymore.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and the monsters that they create are incredible. And I've watched, and I don't know which one it was, but I watched the Silent Lady. She plays horror games, and she doesn't talk. She just plays. She'll chat with you in the chat. But watching her play one of them, and she was in this like creepy old house, and these old people were like, oh, it was trippy. I was like, this is Resident Evil? Hell yeah. It felt more like Outlast. And I liked that one, and I wanted to get it. And then other games came out, and I forgot about it.
Yeah, 6 and 7 are literally like far beyond what anyone would remember what a Resident Evil was originally back in the days. So I definitely will say that.
But
that's cool.
I have
actually, I got what's it called?
You got it?
I got one. Yes, of course.
Get it?
Oh, of course. I always try.
I'm ready.
Do you know who is? But it's kind of terrible now that you know what's coming. But do you know who is? Who wishes to be Lance Reddick's best friend?
I do. His name is
the 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty in the third seat. What is going on, my dude?
I'm gonna start calling you 4-bit Davis, according to Donk here. I don't know what's going on with your camera. It's making me salty.
Me, dude. My camera's perfectly fine. Every time it streams, when it's streaming.
In Ninja, you look awful, my friend.
Yeah, it is not coming from me, dude.
I when you start recording, audio listeners, he's gorgeous. Don't worry about it.
Have we? Okay, well, before the stream, have we not? Was there any issues?
No, it was solid. It was solid.
When you turn it on, when you turn on your internet,
now it's 2-bit Davis.
Now it's 2-bit.
When he's turned on, he turns into 4-bit. But he's 2-bit.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. We had to comment though. Yeah, no. It's been a good week. I finally went into the doctor because my back has been absolutely killing me for the last month. So they've got me on these meds, an aggressive med. So I'm hoping it's able to heal and get better. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back in, get X-rays. I still got to do blood work, but I'm at least on the right track to recovery. It's been absolutely awful.
So happy to hear that.
Yeah.
You should try before surgery. try TPI injections. It's in office.
Well, I don't even know, like, if it's because my doctor was thinking that the muscle might be strained. So that was her beginning treatment there. Help. And then kind of, no, I don't want a freaking shot in my back, dude. What are you talking about?
It doesn't hurt.
I don't want a shot in my back, Lex.
I get them all the time. They hurt so good. When they
like many other things, like, your thresholds for things are not on par with a lot of people, I feel. So, look, you are way tougher than I am. That is, I get the thought of it. I'm just like,
I'll hold your hand. I'll hold your hand. I'll hold your hand.
Watching the epidural for Scorp Kitty, I was just like, oh.
This is the same dude that was feeling really queasy on the jelly bean challenge. For crying out loud!
Yo, I almost hurled.
Oh, no, I can't do them anymore.
I cannot.
No, I
knew I couldn't do those things, dude. Like, that's why I never tried before.
You think I'm tough,
I was
but
so
when
wrong.
they did my tattoo and they got close to my armpit, I told my tattoo artist, I was like, Lobes, I think I'm gonna faint. And he laughed. And then I fainted in the chair.
Oh.
So I have, but it wasn't that painful, but I felt it coming on. I was like, bro, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I was like, just keep going.
Yeah. Just
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, no, it's been good. I've been getting down on Destiny. I had the pleasure playing with Doc and Koi Fish last night. We got down on some D2. Other than that, though, I really haven't even been gaming much. I've just been, because I've been using a heating pad a lot and just kind of trying to rest. Because even sitting, because I feel like I sit down a lot, and majority of my day working wise, I'm sitting down. So it's just like, look, dude, and like it hurts too much to like go, but like I could probably try to maybe get a walk in or something like that. But yeah, I've been dealing with that here for the last month or so. Nah, it's all good. Hopefully,
you try to take like a walk every other day, and
I was doing that. I was doing that. Oh no! So they also put me on blood pressure medication too, because my blood pressure was higher again. Yeah, and they're like, all right.
I'm glad you went to the doctor, buddy.
Yeah, April and stuff. Yeah, that stuff groups up.
I can't remember exactly what the name of it
Carvedilol or hydrochloric thiazide.
So,
I already know that stuff.
One of them, yep. So, and I think it's just like obviously my weight and stuff like that, and just like lack of activity, especially over the last 3 years, are contributing. But it's also genetic, because my dad's had it his whole life as well. So, whoops. So,
well, take care of it now. I mean, my dad just died at 68 of hypertension that caused his stroke.
Right.
And I have known I've had hypertension since my first brain surgery. So, take care of that stuff now, guys.
Yep, as I can't. Yeah, as I gotta try to live as long as I possibly can here. But other than that, though, other than my sad sob of a story, things have been going. What about you, Davis? I saw you got down on some more Final Fantasy this week. It's over there, lurking.
It's like I want to play more, dude. Like I want to be playing. Like I'm still behind on it. Final Fantasy 12. I'm playing 12 because I've never beat 12. And I am definitely going to I'm definitely going to beat it this time around. I'm actually having a better time at it now, because the way I look at it now is that the style of the game, like it's like an earlier version of 15, like the gameplay style of it. So
okay.
So like now when I think of it that way, and then that, and I've been playing, get this, so I'm playing 4 different RPGs at the same time right now.
That's insane. So like, is it though?
Yeah. So
is it insane? I feel like I am playing multiple RPGs as well. Now that I think about it,
I'm playing them. I'm actively playing them though. Like
what? I'm not actively playing them.
Oh, you play the game and then you like, and then
I'm playing Live Alive, Dark Deity. I can't remember the other one. Pixelot. That's all I got, I think.
I'm just saying there's a difference between actively playing and there's a difference of playing. This is on the back burner. I'll catch up to it.
I'm actively
like, I'm just saying that's what it is. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm playing Yakuza Like a Dragon, playing streaming Final Fantasy, Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, and I'm playing Trails of Cold Steel 3.
I haven't even heard some of those. Yeah.
No idea.
Most of them are what's called. Yeah, but it's no. So I've been messing around with that stuff when I actually have the chance. Well, since I can't drive, it's like I've been just messing around with a lot of different kinds of things. So yeah, it's been pretty good. Just been doing that, getting ready, doing some projects and stuff, and just pretty much chilling. But yeah, I really want to stream a lot more though. That's what I want to do. Oh, and I've been playing Bayonetta on the weekend, so there you go. Bayonetta is a really good game, dude. I started playing the story, the first one. I'm going to play the second one hopefully soon. So we'll see. No, but anyways, I know most of y'all don't want to keep on talking about the kind of blood pressure medications that I could list. So let's go to the normal rigmarole that we like to do each and every week. So each of us chooses a topic of discussions in the world of video games each week. The topic would or could be a game or something that happened in the gaming industry itself. And we don't want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners, on twitch.tv/CFG Games to be a part of the conversation. So if there is something that you want to chime in about what we talk about, by all means, just type it inside the chat. We would love to discuss it with you, and we will go from there. So let's get the first topic started with Smitty.
Yeah. So we talked about this a little bit here a while ago. I feel like I've just been doting on Xbox and Game Pass and the things that they've been doing and stuff like that. But we had discussed at one point in time that they had started beta testing like a family and friend sharing plan, and an official, I would say they basically confirmed that the leak is legit. So basically what this means right now, it's been rolled out to Ireland and Colombia. It's been running for the past month. And
like a beta test, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. And essentially,
we call it more like a soft release, if anything.
Right, yeah, exactly. So essentially for, of course, a higher price, and I believe it's going to come out to, so right now, single player for Ultimate is $15. So we're looking at a $10 increase, and up to $25, where you can then share a main account can then share their account with 4 other people. So 4 other people will be able to have access. The catch, number one, you have to be in the same, I think it's country or region. You couldn't, like, say, be in the United States and then move to the UK. They would bump you off. And it states that, yeah, you can have, it states that you can have 8 people. So I don't know if there's like a waiting list, like 4 of them are active. Like the timing on it is kind of, it's a little confusing for me. You know, essentially they said like a 30-day Xbox Game Pass Ultimate equals 18 days Xbox Game Pass Friends and Family. So you've already paid for Ultimate. If you were to then, when this does release, move over to the family share plan, essentially, you know, you're basically have purchased in to over half of the days within the month, and then you would owe that other part. So I don't know how that's going to work exactly, but this, I think, is huge. Again, this is just expanding the possibility of a fan base and people getting into this even more, because now even more people are going to have access to this. You get that, now I can get grandma, I can get Billy Bob over there, and
hell yeah,
you know what I'm saying, on the plan, and now I'm exposing more people. And my understanding, again, I don't know how it works exactly, if it's based off of like profiles and they have a separate login or something like that is like underneath the umbrella of the main account holder, the person that's paying for it.
Yeah.
But this is huge, man. I mean, this is absolutely huge. I don't know that there is necessarily a solid date as to when this stuff will roll out, but my understanding is so far, you know, it's been successful in Ireland and Colombia. So I think this is something that we'll probably be seeing here in the next few months start rolling out. I wouldn't be surprised if we get some more information on that. I want to know what your guys' thoughts are. If you're already paying for Game Pass, is this something that you would boost up to, or are you like, hey, this I don't even care?
Well, I don't really care personally, but
figured you wouldn't.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's cool. I mean, no, I think this is a very good move on their behalf. I mean, but I just think for me, no. But especially, I think that well, first off, did they say anything about like a price increase or anything like that?
Yes.
Or is it gonna be the same price?
No, it's gonna be 25. I think it's gonna be $25 a month. Here. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So interesting. Go ahead, Davis. I'm sorry.
Oh, so I was gonna ask, like what is it now? Like, how much is there? Or
so right now for a single plan? No, there's no family share plan. You have a single player plan, which is $15 a month, essentially. Okay. But there's that
I pay $9.99.
I was gonna say there's these deals that you pay $9.99. Like those deals are always floating around. So I don't know if there's gonna have something, where if those deals, it wouldn't make sense for them to do that for a family plan to have a deal like that. So maybe they continue having the single player deals, and then that's how they get people in. And then all of a sudden, eventually, maybe those people are going to want to share that out with people. And then all of a sudden, now all these people like Davis has Gamepass.
Throw me under the bus like
that's
that.
The only way. No, I knew because you said, "Oh, I play Super Mario Kart by SharePlay." I was like, "You son of a gun."
I don't have a choice. I mean, I don't have people around me. But I'm sorry. What were you going to say, Lex?
So, okay, I kind of like this for Switch. When I first got my Switch, I didn't know how it worked. And Adam's work friends, who have become like we're all super close. Nicole and Jack and Gabe and Serena, they all live together, and they already had a family plan. So they were like, well, we're already paying for it. You can just here. And they did it. I brought my Switch over. They logged me in, and bada bing, bada boom, I was on. Switch has upgraded that since, and you can download games and such, and I've seen that I am able to do that. I offered to pay money, and here's what I like about this. If it were to be $25 a month, whoever's account it's coming out of, if you do the math for the year and say, okay, if 4 of us or 8 of us are on the plan, let's divide it up. You guys Venmo me that money, bada bing, bada boom, I pay for it, and there you go. And I kind of like that also, because remember when I played It Takes Two, I didn't have the game. My friend had the game, and he sent me the code so I could play with him. And to me, that's what this feels like a mix between that and what Switch does. And I like it. I think it's a great idea, especially like, let's say you have a whole gaming family and kids go off to college, and things like that. And you have a big family that does game. This could be something that is really worth that while. Now, of course, it's not going to be down everyone's boat. I keep saying, oh, I'm going to cancel my account, blah, 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 and then I download games and I end up playing them, and I never cancel my account. They make it hard to do it too, let me tell you that. That's several page clickings and too much reading. I'm like, Adam, come in here. And then I give up. So, I think, like I said, I pay $9.99 a month for it. I think I got in on a deal somehow, but I mean, I think it's a great idea. Why not? If that's going to bring more people to the table, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Switch already offers it, and it's a huge hit there. It makes sense to now do it with Xbox Game Pass, because if you've got 2 kids who are going off to college and they play on their computers, and you've got 2 kids at home that are playing on an Xbox, and mom and dad join in, it just makes sense. You know what I mean?
I think it's just a logical. I think, like, how y'all been saying all the time that Sony's the one that's needing to pivot, especially for their online. This is a possibility. I'm thinking that that's what Microsoft is doing to kind of keep themselves ahead of the game, though, too, when you think about it. Because I don't think it's something that Sony will ever do, because you already know how stingy they are with their backwards compatibility or cross-play and all this stuff. Especially to say that you're wanting to share your account with other people. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. So, like, I think that's probably the niche. Like Nintendo, Nintendo gets the pass because Nintendo is going to always be Nintendo. They'll do whatever the hell they want to do. So essentially, but but Microsoft is their distinct competitor towards it. And because like I said before, that if Sony does their online right with their tier service now, that could legitimately be straight up competition for the Xbox library itself, especially how much you're charging towards it. So I mean, like I said, I think this is the best logical way of doing it. It doesn't take much that gives them a reason to increase the price, because remember, I've said myself that I thought that there's going to be a price increase of Xbox Game Pass here in the near future, and I've said it since last year, and I'm still waiting for it, because I still think it's going to come up a little bit. It has to come up eventually itself, but like no, I mean, I just think that I think it's a good it was a good move on Microsoft's to start it. When did they say exactly when they were going to start, like, expanding?
They have not set a solid date. No.
No,
they haven't. Okay.
No.
So right now, so they're still just using it in the test markets for a little bit, right?
Yeah, this basically confirmed. They basically confirmed that yes, this is a thing that is being tested. Because this was leaked a while ago about that stuff. We briefly talked about it, but they're basically confirming, and now we're seeing a little bit more into what that actually looks like, pricing, all that stuff.
Okay, so, I got you.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Well,
good stuff, though. I like what they're doing. I like the moves they're making.
I mean, would you do it though? Like, I mean, overall, like, I mean,
yes,
like,
I will absolutely do it. Yes.
If it comes out to being cheaper than what we pay now solo. So if like me, Smitty, and like, Drago and Zukara, like we could all technically, well, Zukara's not in Canada, right? No, he's not in Canada. We get like a bunch of us could get together and do it.
I didn't even think about it that way. I didn't really think about it that way either. If that's the case, then I might be in on it. Then
that's all you got to. Yeah, exactly. That's all you got to do is find a group of people. Have the main.
Even if you don't play with them all the time.
It's set up to 8. It's set up to 8, but I think it's 4 active. I don't know what that looks like exactly.
That's
up to 8 before.
I don't.
4 at the same. 4 at the same time, but 4 active means that so anything higher than 4 means that they can't play at the same time.
Oh, so 4 of you are on, they'd have to wait and like
right.
But especially if you have East Coast friends that want to get in on it and they're on later, that kind of works out too. You know what I mean?
Tell the East Coast friends to wait.
I'm like, look, dude.
I won't be done.
Like, hey, you better not mess with my gaming experience.
But Donk is saying is the same thing, because like Donk says, can you play at the same time? Because if not, that's gonna suck. And yeah, actually, it's a good thing that you said that, because I was like, I didn't even think about that at all. But yeah, you're totally right.
Well, let's do the math real quick. So if it's $25 a month and you divide, let's just say you have just 4 people, right?
Mm-hmm. I would probably just set it. I would just set it, to be honest with you, to be on the safe side.
$6.25 a month.
Yeah, I would just put it to 4 people at a time in the family at that point, because that there's not gonna be any overlap,
right? And then if you don't want to play the games, it's only $6 that you're losing. It makes sense. That's great. Shit, Smitty, you want to cancel our accounts and get in together?
Well, if it happens, Dog says, "F my friends and family. This is my games." He's like, has a giant lock in front of them. It's like, no, this is mine.
Exactly. Like,
oh, that's hilarious.
I get kicked out.
Okay, in that case, I would that would be the only way I would get Xbox Game Pass. Oh, 2 ways actually. Only two things. It would have to be the PC version of it, and 2,
that's what
it would have to be in the multiple. Yeah, because I'm never gonna get I'm never gonna get that console.
No. Why would I play it on console if I can play it on my PC?
No point.
I have quick fingers with my mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. Especially if you saw recently, man. Have you seen the new AMD chip? Oh my god. Ooh.
I have not. But Lex, what do you have? What do you have topic wise?
Thank you for asking. Actually, mine's kind of like a feel good topic. So I listen to a lot of podcasts that are on Reddit, like Am I the Asshole kind of stuff. But this came across my desk, and I thought it was super wholesome and I really liked it. And I thought you guys would too. It's not necessarily, your commentary on it, but I think you guys will go, aw. So a 56-year-old lady who is a disabled veteran wants to get into gaming for the first time. So she posted on r/gaming because she kind of wanted to know where to start, right? In the post, she states, I'll read directly. So OP, the original poster, is 56-year-old lady. She's disabled, a veteran. I don't have equipment yet, but I'm hoping to get something soon. I have a 2021 MacBook Pro. I am divorced. My kids are off in college, and I'm tired of TV. So, and she says, thank you, meaning, I would like your input on what games to play. And, thousands and thousands, 11,000 in total came in of suggestions. And people were then asking, well, what do you like? Because then we can kind of narrow things down for you, like where to start. Excuse me, I hit my mic. And she said, thank you. Her first edit was, wow, thank you all so much for taking the time to respond. I felt stupid at first posting this. I am 100% disabled vet, and I spend most of my time alone. I read a lot of nonfiction mostly. Some of my favorite movies and shows are The Fifth Element, the recent Bullet Train movie, which I would love to see with Brad Pitt, Mars Attacks, and 12 Monkeys. I also am a fan of dark humor. I'm seriously considering getting a used system, but thought I needed to figure out what games would interest me first and on where to go, right? And she says, thank you again. Then thousands and thousands of more comments come in, narrowing down what she likes and maybe what system she should start with, and vice versa. I'm definitely going to use this post to check out all of the recommendations that you sent. I did not expect so many helpful comments. I really appreciate all of your input. Final edit. Wow, just wow. Everyone who has commented and explained things and given suggestions, you are all amazing. Thank you so much for your kindness. And it just really hit home for me that the gaming community, because as a female gamer, I get a lot of, if I'm in a game where they can hear my voice, it's instantly like all of a sudden everyone turns into a bunch of idiots at times. But to see a whole gaming community and on Reddit come together, give this woman suggestions and very detailed things. Like, if you like this, you can play these games on Xbox, but we prefer, if you already know how to use a PC, you'd probably be better at keyboard and mouse instead of a controller due to your age and your disabilities and things like that. And I thought, like, that hit home for me too, because I'm also a disabled gamer, and a lot of disabled gamers also, put her onto the disabled gamers site where she could get equipment that could work for her and her disabilities. And I thought it was a really sweet post, and I was curious what you guys
did they say what her disability was, or like is she not able to like, hands, or she's just like,
it doesn't. I don't have the original post, and it looks like, from what I can see, because I've clicked to try to see the original post, and I see that it's got 6,183 upvotes, 11,000 comments just on the first original post. The posters are asking what her hobbies were. They shifted into her personal interests. Some responders were arguing back and forth. Of course, that happens. They wanted to identify mostly her tastes. But they also put her to the 85-year-old gamer who just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and her name is Shirley Curry. And they kind of sent her that route way to, like, go take a look at her and see if maybe you kind of click with those things as well.
Yeah.
It doesn't say exactly what her disability is.
The reason why I asked that was because I was like you're saying, like, controller, computer, hand, able gamers and stuff. Some people have to use like knobs and stuff like that.
That's the word I was thinking. Yeah.
I wasn't really sure that well, don't get me wrong. I think this is a great thing that they actually come up. And to be honest with you, I'm surprised with Reddit replying the way they did. It's like saying, hey, 4chan is actually being positive for once, that kind of level for me. But wow,
I also look at a lot of Reddits where like am I the asshole and things like that, and they're, a lot of them are excuse me, I'm losing my voice. A lot of them are to the point and very blunt, like, yeah, you are, and this is why. But it's not a lot of, the immature gaming situations that you run into when you're playing Call of Duty and things like that. Or, Smitty, he's seen how people react to when I talk in game chat when we would play Overwatch, things like that. And none of that. Any arguments that were happening were, no, she should get a PC, no, she should get a PlayStation, and trying to decide, well, she's older, so maybe, her hands, she might get arthritis if she's playing with a controller too much. So maybe PC with keyboard and mouse is what's best. But it doesn't say exactly, but it was just really wholesome and it made me smile.
I'm just thinking yeah. I'm sorry, were you gonna say Smitty?
No, I was just saying I love it. I love seeing it, especially when it's a nice feel good story. Because there is a lot of that stuff that does happen in the gaming community, and I feel like can be overlooked and overshadowed a lot of times by all the drama and this and that. So just seeing good, people are out there, and just seeing more interest, even from an older demographic now coming in and saying, hey, what's this about? Or being able to use that as an outlet for entertainment. I'm burnt out on TV, and these are the types of movies, books I read. Like, oh, you're about to open up a whole new world.
But I'm just saying,
that you get to experience.
Situation, though. Don't get me I love the fact that she wants to introduce herself into into something that she's never done before. I think it's awesome that she's wanting to get into all of this. But man, she's asking the internet. I've never played a game before in my life. I don't know what but I want to get into gaming. I don't know what to play. I mean, it's literally the platter is right in front of the trolls right there to be to make it so crazy. I was thinking about, I was like, man, okay, so she's never played a game before, so okay, she has an Apple. Who would say if it was up to you, if it was you yourself, what game would you suggest from the information that you had that she gave you? What game would you suggest for her to play, to be okay, here's the game?
I would probably say Stardew Valley, which a lot of people recommended that she might like that. Stardew Valley, I would probably recommend Slime Rancher, which is really fun. It did say that she's never played games before. Yeah, Minecraft might be fun. She had kids, so I'm sure they had, an NES back in the day. You know what I mean? And parents tried to play. My mom tried to play PlayStation with me a few times, so she was like, "This is making me dizzy. I can't do it," because she just couldn't get the visuals right. But I watch a gamer, and I don't know how old she is, and I feel like it's rude for me to ask. Meemaw, the geeky granny, she's actually on right now, and she plays Ark Survival. But a lot of people suggested she might like the Resident Evil series because she likes dark things. Don't Starve was another one because she said dark humor, and that has a lot of dark humor in it.
Mass Effect.
There are a lot of people were talking about Mass Effect and things like that. So, and especially since she likes Fifth Element, they Alien, she might like that game. So they were kind of starting her on one person player games.
I'm just saying, what your personal, who would you personally, what would you personally would have chosen, for her? It was up to you.
Oh yeah, no, Stardew Valley for sure, because that's fun, and Don't Starve would have been my first two. Try those, get frustrated, figure them out, and kind of move forward from there and see what you like better to kind of gauge what games you want to play. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Donk said I posted on that thread. I recommended Cooking Mama, Overcooked, and Overcooked 2. I was those are pretty solid.
Suggestions.
Yeah. I said mine would probably be Minecraft or a Mass Effect, something in the sci-fi genre, but with really good story.
I feel Donk's choices could be a little bit of a troll, in my opinion.
That's what he said. He said I'm trolling. I mean, I feel like I never played them. They seem like I don't know about Cooking Mama. But I think
Well, you know what? I did post on the thread, and I said Stardew Valley and a few other games, but I also said she might like Void Bastards.
That's a fun game.
You're gonna lose no matter what, and you know it. So going into it with that mindset is kind of I don't know. Void Bastards is hysterical, and it's funny, and you get to shoot things and get your frustrations out. And I suggested if you like horror movies at all, scary games are released for me personally, and that's why I like them so much. So things like that, but I have a secret Reddit, so shush.
Yeah. I would say specifically, I was like, oh, you like You like The Fifth Element? Well, why don't you play The Fifth Element, the game, on PlayStation 1?
Ooh.
Then we'll be good. There we go.
Wait, Doc saying that's a terrible suggestion for your first game. What, Void Bastards? Stop.
I would say
Void Bastards is great.
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying it's a bad game, but as your
first game.
You need to lean, like you need to walk before you can run.
Like you don't want you don't want to scare her away.
I gave her the tiptoe games before. I put that at the end. I put that at the end. Okay.
Your first starting game should be Elden Ring.
Oh my god. Well, some people are saying Skyrim and things like that, or Tiny Tina's. Like she might like that.
Yeah. That's a lot.
And people were offering, but people were also offering to play with her and like help her if she was playing a first person game, because she just didn't say she wanted to stream. She just wanted to get into gaming. So I said, later on, if you get bored with these little ones like Stardew Valley and stuff like that, Void Bastards is also great. It's funny, dark humor. You're gonna die a lot, but it's fun.
Yeah, the way I would suggest it would be this, because we don't know because she doesn't know what she's interested in. She knows what she likes, like she knows like the genres and stuff she likes. But I guess the biggest thing is like you kind of want to. I would probably set it up to be like a platter of some sort, like genre platter, because like even though Mass Effect, I would totally suggest Mass Effect 2, but at the same time, Mass Effect does have a learning curve, especially for a person that's just not getting into it.
That is
so
true.
Like I'm just saying that like if you're like
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, something simple like platformer. Like, get a good platformer that would show it. Galaga.
Yo, dude, like that. Learn the basics. Learn the basics. Yeah. Centipede.
Yeah.
Well, and again, we don't.
Something simple. Yeah.
I'm sure she's played some sort of games in her lifetime. I mean, everyone has. Yeah. No.
I'm just saying that, like.
Yeah, but people were offering to even like if you want to play a multiplayer game like Skyrim or whatever, you can join our party and we'll
that is true. People will just straight stick you in their backpack and be like, come with us and see what we do.
We'll rock you through this, man. And so that's what I thought was really cool too. You get this person
that you be like, hey, wait for December. Then you get this game called the Callisto Protocol.
There it is. Yeah, that's what you're gonna start with.
Yeah, you will pee your pants. Yeah, that's basically what would happen. But in all seriousness, no, that's great. It's a good. That's definitely a great feel good story about like what was going on and everything. But like, it's just even like I think simple. Well, like it's funny. I was about to say it, what Dog did. Like it should be something really basic and easy with no real skill curve, like Overwatch.
Oh, you dirty! Overwatch.
You dirty bastard! Knock it off.
I was gonna say a simple shooter, like a simple shooter that's good enough for casual play. Overwatch. I mean, Overwatch Paladins. It's like that. I'm not saying that. I mean,
if she wants to play shooter games. Yeah, down the line.
Sampler. A sampler pattern. Just gotta see where they go with it.
Oh my god. But the community gave her a lot of really good recommendations.
This guy.
That is funny. No, but he's not wrong. He's not wrong. You can't tell me that a casual player cannot just jump into Overwatch. Not saying you'd be the best at it, but it's still fun.
That
enough,
poor woman, if she was in voice chat and didn't know how to turn it off, they would ruin her. It would not be a good experience. That would not be a fun. No, don't.
To do an FPS, I think you'd have to start with a single player game. Oh no! I was gonna say a single player game. Just to even get used to that kind of stuff. Otherwise, you're just going to get wrecked. And nobody likes just getting wrecked. You're not going to have a good time.
What about Halo? Like Halo?
What?
No, I mean, original Halo, man. Like Halo was
like I think that,
the story mode.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so like that kind of stuff. Not like the multiplayer, not the online play.
Right.
Yeah. The only reason why I said Halo is a perfect segue to my topic.
Boom. Boom.
Do it, because I gotta go soon.
I know we're good. That's why I gotta move it on. But so basically we know about Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite came out last year, free to play online multiplayer. The experience. You broke your PC, is that what you said?
Oh, it blue screened my PC.
Oh, the game blue
screened
your PC.
Twice.
I thought you meant it happened.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was it was a fun experience. It was good, but the problem was it was incomplete. It was waited. So they announced that they were going to wait to add more features into it, like the co-op play, the new features for people to play together with everyone else. But unfortunately, that stuff got delayed. They just recently did an open beta for the co-op side of online matchmaking, and there is some terrible news.
Oh no!
So apparently, Halo Infinite campaign co-op Halo Infinite will not have campaign co-op.
Wait,
they're pulling it out.
Shut up.
Wait. I thought it was just couch co-op.
Couch co-op originally, yes, but online co-op is all. There's a lot of massive bugs that are currently happening on it. So couch co-op they removed completely, but it's gotten into they're saying it to indefinite delay.
Oh my goodness!
This game was that was released because they needed to release it. This was the game that needed to say this is an Xbox exclusive. We need to have an Xbox exclusive for a next gen system that Microsoft has made. That was pushed to come out in December. Pushed up to come in December so they can kind of compete to kind of say, hey, we're Microsoft, and then promise their people is now hitting severe roadblocks on this Halo Infinite project, and it's sad to say though. So now local co-op is gone. No one probably cares about that because no one would play split screen. Would you? I don't think I would ever play split screen co-op on a shooter anymore ever.
Maybe with my daughter.
My entire life. Yeah, maybe, but no, I wouldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I'd be like, hey son, get your own TV, get your own system. It's my TV. But for real though, but seriously, but now there's issues with the online matchmaking co-op is now also having issues too. So basically you're saying co-op is done. You can't play your story mode with your friends that you were supposed to do. And what's worse is that this isn't a new kind of thing, this isn't something that was that's the new invention of the wheel on online co-op play. It's just horrible to hear that this is happening, happening for Halo Infinite. And I wasn't even I'm not a big Halo fan, and I really wanted this game to be good, but the small stuff that happened at the beginning with how hard it was just to get the extra outfits and the samurai gear and the first year and stuff, and hopefully I think they pivoted to make it a little bit easier and stuff, but this news is really, really big. So essentially, because people were in the understanding that they were going to be building this game, we're going to get the full game in 6 months. We're in August now, and we're going to be hitting about the 2-year mark. And the second part of this big game is not even probably going to come out until 2023, if that, for online matchmaking.
Didn't they lay out a 10-year roadmap?
I don't know how long it was, but yeah, they did release a roadmap. But hey, dude, if they're behind already on the this kind of thing,
how do you boondoggle something that was in the previous games? I don't understand that. I don't understand that, dude. How that wasn't with release. It makes zero sense. You could tell how fragmented this game probably was put together, because it is no small feat to create a free-to-play live service multiplayer game. That is super intensive. You know what I mean? And I just feel that those resources were taken away from the single-player mode and really reallocated to be able to launch, and even then it's been a crappy. Some of the things how certain armor colors are placed for specific armor pieces. I don't know if they've even gone and fixed that or changed that or anything like that, but it's a ridiculous system, and they're just it's crazy, because I enjoyed the gameplay. Is fun. I enjoy playing it. I haven't played it here in a grip though.
Yeah, online multiplayer on the multiplayer was fun, and it was a fun game. And it was they totally optimized it. But it kind of tells you though too, it tells you what they were working on,
right?
Mostly, like at that whole process, because they did not I didn't really have any full issues playing the game. But then from what this, because there's a website, a news site, GameRant.com. They were saying this, and they quoted that at the beta test, a large number of problems were reported. The biggest issue was the rubber banding, and the desync issues with Halo Infinite's multiplayer are still very present in the co-op play, along with some strange visual bugs. So either they are having some issues with not I was gonna say what's the name of that game that Square made that we played all the time last year?
Outriders.
Yeah, like Outriders, like rubber banding, banding issues and stuff for all that stuff. But man, I honestly do not know, and it's disappointing.
It's sad. It really is, dude. I feel bad for Xbox and Halo fans that they got did dirty on this, and really they just weren't. I mean, I get it. They had to release it, but it was not ready. Clearly, it was not ready. But they didn't really have a choice.
They didn't have a choice. I mean, dude, like the system has been coming out with no game exclusives for that whole deal. It's like,
but now you've tarnished this brand. That's your bread and butter. That is your flagship freaking.
Especially in a game
that doesn't make any sense. Like, why are you even gonna release it?
It's like at that point, like I think they do more damage by releasing rather than just eating the loss and being like, when we do it, it's going to be right. It's going to have all the things.
So here's the problem, though. Like they were literally in between a rock and a hard place, with
right?
Because, like, literally, like, if it was any other shooting game, this would not be a problem. But the problem with Halo is that they also have incredible lore in their storytelling that most people were still looking forward to experiencing, especially since game one was online, was co-op in the story mode. Now they're saying that they can't do it. And what number is this? I don't know what Infinite is. Is that number 5, number 6? I don't even know.
Think so, something
Halo.
like that.
Yeah,
I think it's 5.
Towards it. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense on why what kind of issues are happening, and it's probably because we don't know what their what their programming it is, and we're not programmers either. But still, it's like, wow, man, are you freaking kidding me?
Technically, there are 16 games in the Halo series.
Oh yeah, because there was that's right.
ODS, yeah. Well, ODST, and then what's it called, the prologue game or whatever. I don't count. I mean, I do count them, but I don't really care. So but overall, so we don't know. So we know that couch co-op is gone, fine. And but online co-op, there's really no excuse on this. And for especially an indefinite delay, man, like it is amazing, dude. Like this, that, and Star Wars: The Knights of the Old Republic. These are like the two big, for me, are like the two big things on why it, what is going on with their production. But yeah, so it's kind of funny. Like, I'm not even a big first person shooter fan, but dang, I was like, wow.
I feel bad, dude. It sucks that that's happening.
I don't get it.
Well, but does that also kind of show to what Microsoft's priorities are? Because that, in a way, in my opinion, like Xbox priorities, because I think that's why that's why I'm worried about their other, technically worried about their other company acquisitions, if they're going to have this kind of issues, you have a glitch of we'll put a picture of one of the glitches that was coming across on the beta. I kind of want to see that.
Gosh, me too. Hold on, I gotta click on this.
There you go.
Gives me a virus. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Oh wow.
I mean, it's very
Whoa.
weird. Ooh, boy.
No, that made me dizzy looking at that. Thanks. Well,
wait, what? I don't even know what I was looking at.
Yeah.
The crash cutscenes and no AI. So there was no AI. So no NPCs. The cutscene. It worked. Wait. Play Halo Infinite campaign split screen still works. No crashing cutscenes, no issues with AIs, etc. Never thought I would have to go through this to play with friends at home. I'll probably release a small tutorial later. Oh, so someone did it. Someone else is. So after checking the menu glitches to play Halo Infinite. Okay.
Well,
I see.
We all bought it to play with Smitty one night. Adam and I scrambled. We purchased it. We downloaded it. I paid all of that money, and it blue screened my computer twice.
Damn.
I didn't have anything running. I wasn't even trying to stream. Our internet service was fine. Like nothing was interrupted. I had so much lag. I would get put into the game immediately. I'm shot and dead. Like there was nothing I could do. I couldn't even run and grab a gun before I was murdered or run over or something. It was I had no fun, and I told Adam, I was like, I'm never gonna play this again. I want a refund. Oof, I don't remember if we did, but it was $80.
Oh,
I totally forgot about people buying it. That's another thing though too.
I paid for it.
That's a big thing though too. Now $80. I didn't even think about that. I was like, Jesus. So now people who bought an incomplete, like the big beef I have,
we both bought it.
Incomplete game.
Never
this was legitimately an incomplete game, and then now they're having issues with the other half of the game that they were promised that was supposed to come in spring of 2022.
Whoops.
Oh boy, yeah, no, like that would be like my last time to ever really touch, like until the game is fully complete. I would be like, okay, I am never doing this nonsense again. Just like a Kickstarter. Like there's a Kickstarter that just came out about one of my favorite RPGs, Wild Arms, is coming out. The creator is making a new Wild Arms game. It's not Wild Arms, but it's a new Kickstarter game. But he's doing 2 different games at the same time. And he says the estimated wait is going to be 2025. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to put money in on that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing in 2 years. It's like,
absolutely not.
It's like, no, I'm done. I'm done with this.
The only Kickstarter that I've seen that is impeccable is Smitty's camera. That's it.
Boom. There it
and
is.
eventually I'm going to babysit and I'm going to steal it. So that's all.
Smitty's camera's kind of has a mind of its own though.
Yo, I've got all kinds of Kickstarter things. I've got my Busy Box here, which is a digital thing, dude. Like I've got a freaking Zima board that is like an external, like you put slots in as like a hard drive that you can then use as a media server. Dude, I've got all kinds of Kickstarter things. It's crazy. The pandemic was crazy for me.
I'll make a Kickstarter of just a cup holder with a USB cable connected to it. And see
there it is. There it is.
I have one of those. Oh my god! There's not a Kickstarter. I just bought it from the gas station. It works great. I love that thing. Keeps my tea nice and warm.
Oh yeah, it's like what's the USB? Well, mine is gonna be something different. The USB does nothing. It's just connected to it for no reason.
That's hilarious.
So there you go. So yeah, it's a passion project. But
nice.
Oh man. But guys, thank you for listening to episode number 146 of the CFG Gamecast. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. As always, we will be back again next week. But you know who isn't going to be back? Lex, because she's going to be out doing some her Lex things.
I'm going to a wedding.
Yes, but we are still going to be there. There just with every Friday. But in the meantime, if you did.
You won't be there. You'll be here. I'll be there.
Yeah.
But you won't see me.
But if you did miss out on this episode, that is perfectly all right. We will be back. We always release it on all podcast services: Apple, Google Podcast, Stitcher Radio, Podbean. The list goes on and on every Monday morning. So there is absolutely no reason to miss out on our sexy voices.
Ooh.
Guys, thank you. Oh, are you boycotting it because you're not going to be there next week? Okay, fine, Lex.
I did it.
She did it. She totally did it.
Oh,
yeah. I heard it.
That bass. That classic Smitty bass has brought that in.
I tickled the inner ear there. With that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Guys, but be sure, go check out our main website, confreaksgeeks.com, as always, where we have a lot of cool content there, like reviews and news and interviews and stuff like that. So once again, this is Davis, Smitty, and Lex signing off. Y'all, take it easy.
Bye.